Hello and welcome to a Beyond the Trailer special report. This is a big day for Twitter leaks. Yes, there are some eagle-eyed fans out there and they're sharing their discoveries with us via the internet. Now I have an Avengers Age of Ultron one coming up shortly, but first this quick one of what seems to be our very first look at Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Now this picture was taken by a fan who spotted him and recognized him not as Lex Luthor in the upcoming Batman v Superman, one of the most anticipated films of all time, but as the star of The Social Network, which is what she tweeted. But he was very gracious. He talked to her for a few moments. He agreed to this photo, which she then tweeted, and of course it snowballed on the internet where everyone is very aware that he is playing Lex Luthor in Batman v Superman. And even more so, he looks a little different here, doesn't he? So of course speculation ran wild as to what exactly is going on and how much of this is his Lex Luthor look. Now the prevailing theory seems to be that he shaved his head for the role and this is some kind of off-hours toupee that Warner Brothers has given him to walk around with in the general public. I say no. I say this is the Lex Luthor look. Why do I feel that way? Well, think about it. It's very hot right now in the United States, right? And I'm assuming that's where this photo is taken. But it's summer. It's pretty hot everywhere. And they are actually, as you can see, in summery clothes. At least she is. So my thing is, if you shaved your head, why would you put on a hot, itchy toupee on your downtime? Why wouldn't you just put on a ball cap, a skull cap, etc., and just rock it out, like so many people do? Denzel, he looks awesome in it. Now, maybe Warner Brothers is like, we don't want anyone to see you with a bald head because it'll give it away. Okay, but then just keep the hat on. This is not just a toupee, but this is a very stylized toupee that is so different than his normal hair. I mean, this is a toupee with bangs that's been hairsprayed and straightened. It just doesn't make much sense to me that this is something he would wear in his downtime and would not be his look for the film. Now, what else is it? What is the other evidence that I feel points to this being the Lex Luthor look? Well, for those of you who are comic book fans, you're aware of the fact that before he loses his hair or whatever with Lex Luthor, there are a couple of theories through the years as to how he loses it. One is kryptonite poisoning. It'll be interesting to see if that's what they do here. But he's a redhead. And as you can see, not only is this wig or toupee, or maybe it's his hair that's been straightened and, this is the look they've given him, which I think actually would be my guess. I think this is, they've actually done this to Jesse Eisenberg. But it's a darkish red. He has red hair here. And not only that, but if I noticed something else was off about him, his eyebrows have been dyed red. So I think they took like some Japanese straightening technique, which is something which is used quite a lot in hairstyles these days. It's something so you don't have to blow out the hair every day. It keeps it straight even when it gets wet for a couple of months. And I think they've straightened Jesse Eisenberg's hair, dyed it dark red along with his eyebrows, and that's how Lex Luthor is going to look. And I think you have to give him credit for doing a pretty darn good job styling it himself when he's not on set. This might be just how Jesse Eisenberg likes it. He might have it slicked back in the film to have a more corporate Raider look. We don't know. But I think he's a redhead, and I think it's going to not be a wig. I think it's going to be his actual look, which is all very interesting. And I think it's an interesting direction to go in. He might lose his hair in this film. He might lose his hair in a future film. As I said, kryptonite poisoning is one of the theories, or not theories, but one of the reasons given for him losing his hair. Another reason to be upset with Superman. So that might happen in this film. But I think it's a very interesting direction to go in. I like it. I think it changes him enough so that, I think that they have to be very careful that when people see Lex Luthor, they don't see Mark Zuckerberg. They don't see Jesse Eisenberg. They need to see this new character. And I think it's going to go a long way to helping Jesse Eisenberg create something special here. So I'm curious to what you guys think. Is it a holdover toupee for his downtime off set, or do you think this is Lex Luthor? And what do you think of the look, if it is? Do you think that it works for Jesse Eisenberg, for him personally as an actor? And do you think it works for the character? Very interesting, great reveal, great. So nice, and it's so nice, I think, that he posed for this photo because he had to know it might get out there, but he was just nice enough to do it. So, I think Jesse Eisenberg is a really nice guy. All right, so I'm curious to what you guys think. Write your thoughts down below. As I've said many times, I'm excited for this movie. I'm rooting for it, and he's one of the people that I'm rooting for in it. Him and Ben Affleck in particular. I would like nothing more for them to be a great Batman, Bruce Wayne, and Lex Luthor. So write your thoughts down below, and stay tuned for that other breaking news report very soon. Bye.